Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to Life of LAINEBUT. Would I look cooler? Whatever. Okay, I feel like I say this every video. You read the title, you know what's going on. I transferred schools this semester, and I'm here to tell you why. I'm gonna tell you guys the whole story. I feel like I've been dancing around this for a really long time. I haven't said that I'm transferring, or that I did transfer yet. I have kind of hinted at it. But anyways, this is my official announcement, I guess. I transferred from Lipscomb University in Nashville, Tennessee to Purdue University in West Lafayette, Indiana. Obviously, I still have friends at Lipscomb that I'm close to and I love very much, and Lipscomb works for them. There were a lot of great professors. I don't know, it's hard to say. Like, I would not be the person I am if all this stuff with Lipscomb and all what, I don't know, everything I'm going to talk about didn't happen. But at the same time, a lot of it was really unnecessary. Just sucked. That's, I don't know, there's no other way to say it. My family and I went to visit the 3 schools that I ended up applying to: Lipscomb, Belmont, which is like 2 miles away from Lipscomb, Olivet, which is close to Chicago. I went to Olivet first, then Belmont, which the campus there is so beautiful, and then Lipscomb. And it was a really great experience touring there. We met one of my professors who was, and honestly still is, just one of the nicest, sweetest people on earth. So we talked to her. She put a lot of my like worries, anxieties, whatever to rest. Lipscomb was super cute. It was super small, but compared to my tiny high school here, it was gigantic. It had a Starbucks and a Chick-fil-A, and everyone was so emphasized the community, which I thought that I really wanted. It was very similar to my high school, which I thought I wanted. Obviously it was in Nashville, so tons of concert venues, shopping, 3rd best city in the US for fashion, tons of cute coffee shops and really insane restaurants. Very like hipster, trendy city to be in, I guess. Basically, I thought it was perfect for me. Yeah, my parents loved it, my sister loved it. I knew like a couple people there who really liked it, obviously, and are still there. It was just feeling really right, and I thought that was it, and I thought that was the right choice for me. So I did end up applying to all 3 schools, but like I said, like I kind of decided that day, if I get into Lipscomb, this is where I'm going. Then I had, you know, the next year and a half to fantasize about it and get all excited. You know, everyone told me it was where I was gonna meet, you know, my best friends for the rest of my life and my soulmate, and, you know, find my future career and have all these great experiences. So I'm editing this and I realized that this video is very negative, and I wanted to say, first of all, this video is about my negative experience. I think that it's okay to talk about negative things in your life and not tag it with something positive on the end. I don't know, if this isn't your kind of video, that's okay. Be warned, I guess. Proceed with caution. Also, I wanted to reiterate that I am not trying to drag Lipscomb through the mud at all. When we get back to the actual video right away, I'm going to talk about one thing that I personally think kind of was their fault and that they handled really poorly. Otherwise, all the stuff that I'm going to say that I didn't like, it's me saying this is why this school did not work for me, one person specifically. Also, I use the phrase Lipscomb to mean my experience at Lipscomb or my experience before I transferred, not Lipscomb specifically. Just so we're on the same page. Okay, enjoy the video. So I can't remember if I've said this on here before, but tragedy struck 4 days before I moved on campus and, you know, like to Tennessee, away from my family, away from everything. I was diagnosed with celiac disease. I'm pretty sure I've said on here that I have it, at least, but basically that means that I have to eat very strictly gluten-free. That really wrecked my life. I thought that, you know, my body was perfect health-wise. Nothing was wrong with me. It was very like, oh, I'm kind of sick. It's a disease that I have for the rest of my life that limits me. That meant that there were like barely any restaurants that I could go to. You know, everyone's going out to dinner and hanging out with their friends and stuff, and trying to meet people and all that, and I couldn't do any of that. There was this huge whole back and forth like month-long fight with the CAF, so I couldn't go out to eat with my friends or, you know, new people that I wanted to meet. I couldn't eat in the CAF with my friends, which takes down my social interaction and also my like possibilities for meeting new friends so much. I had to grocery shop for myself, which obviously I had shopped at a grocery store before, but I had never had to like sustain myself through my own grocery shopping. I didn't know how to eat healthy all the time, and how to, you know, I had to make all my meals in my dorm room in my microwave, and obviously I had to eat by myself while everyone is, you know, in communion with each other. I have spent a lot of time time with multiple different people, trying to make them feel what I felt, understand what it was like to be so isolated and cut off. I can't make you understand, so I will just tell you, and hopefully you can believe me. The most miserable, most sad, most lonely, most isolating, I wrote down some other words. What were they? Oh, so I was so angry at my body, you know, other people in my life for not noticing that something so major was wrong with me, angry at God, rejected, that's a good one. And also, like, I don't know, not understood. I feel like celiac was immediately my identity to other people. You know, you meet new friends, they're like, oh, let's go to dinner, let's go to the caf, and I have to immediately be like, oh no, you have to make special sacrifices to hang out with me. People that I've known for years who I think care about me have not been accommodating. You can't ask strangers who you just met, who could easily go find someone, you know, lower maintenance, to understand me and feel my pain and make all these changes for me, right? And they didn't, and that's frustrating but kind of fair, right? It was just so hard for me. I can't explain it. I'm not gonna sit here and cry. Yeah, it was kind of, I don't know, maybe the biggest challenge of my life, and I had to do it all by myself. And I know this sounds like a pity party, I don't really care. Also, I had some other stuff going on. There was something really scary that had happened to me previously that year. I was going through that and also having to deal with that on my own, unfortunately. I was kind of going through a heartbreak, which should have been over by then. And also, just honestly guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, at this point in my life, I think I'm gonna talk a little bit more about like boys and relationships in my next Q&A. I had been single, I guess, for a long time and had wanted a boyfriend so bad for a long time, and I so at this time just wished I had someone to like hold me and let me cry and understand me. Oh my gosh, actually I'm gonna get emotional now. It's okay. I needed someone really badly. Maybe a mentor or a group of friends who understood better or something would have filled that hole. Either way, there was something really missing, something that I did not know how to like fill by myself at that time. I literally said I'm not gonna sit here and cry. Yeah, and I was spending all this time, you know, I remember so many times just like crying in the grocery store. Eventually, like second semester of my senior year, I was allowed back in the caf. How nice of them. It took them 6 months to come up with this big laminated card. And they treated me so poorly, and like I was an idiot this whole time. Just to do something so simple and have such a simple solution. Didn't fix it all the way, but at least I was able to eat with my friends. Anyway, so second semester I was allowed to be in the caf but not eat in the caf, so that kind of took up more time. And then last semester, so the first semester of my sophomore year, they actually had an allergy-free station like prepared separately so that I could actually eat gluten-free, and that was a lot easier. And honestly, I don't know, I kind of wonder if that would have happened first, how much that would have changed my whole experience, if I'd still be at Lipscomb. But I'm not, you know, there's no reason to play that game. So that's the most I'm really gonna say about celiac. Let's talk about other things that I didn't like about Lipscomb. It was a lot like my high school. I mentioned that I thought I would like that. That's on me for not knowing what I needed, but it felt a lot like high school. So many things that I wanted to leave behind in high school, like the cliques, like who's popular and who's not, and I don't know, I guess high school never ends, right? But it's ended more at Purdue. So another thing, I guess restrictions is the right word. Freshman year we had to have a curfew. That was dumb. You could sign out and not be in your dorm for, you know, however many nights, but you couldn't sign out to a boy's house. Whatever. You're not allowed to drink even after you're 21. This is again something that I thought I would like, but you have to go to chapel twice a week. You have to take all these Bible credits. I felt like I had more freedom in high school than I did in college, and I did not move 5 hours away to be more contained. And of course you can drink, like I have friends there who drink and who have sex and who skip, you know, their curfew and all that stuff. But I didn't like, you know, the threat hanging over my head that something bad would happen to me. I didn't like the idea that you're like keeping adults from doing all these things. I did not feel challenged by the academics. And then another thing I thought that I would like and didn't and might have if things were different, but I did not like being 5 hours away from my family and my pets and all my friends at home. I thought I would, but I did not, and it's okay to change your mind. Maybe I'll give you guys some advice at the end of this video. Okay, so celiac, all those other factors added up to me hating my life, hating, just so miserable, guys. I don't need to keep saying it. I will say, aside from all that, the last semester at Lipscomb was my favorite and the best. Silver linings, I guess. I went on a really cool weekend getaway with my friends in the mountains, and we went went to, you know, parks and coffee shops and places that we could be away from other people. So that was really great. If my first semester had been like that last semester, I might have stayed, but here I am. In the end, my reasons: celiac, didn't like the community, didn't like going to a Christian college, restrictions and religion wise, didn't feel academically challenged enough, didn't like Nashville. Oh yeah, everyone's a poser in Nashville. And also I didn't like being that far from home. So that's why I left. The next question, I guess, is why did I choose Purdue? No one actually asked this in the Q&A. No one even asked where I was going. Maybe because I was wearing a Purdue shirt in it. Why I chose Purdue? Who knows? You know, I spent a year and a half waiting to go to Lipscomb, and then I made Purdue my decision right away. I guess if I didn't get accepted, my plan was to take a semester off and try and get myself together and fix the things that Lipscomb had broken. Anyways, I knew I wanted to go somewhere in Indiana. I knew I wanted to go to a big school. I'd always wanted to go to a big school. I don't know why I didn't factor that in. I basically have the same major. My major now is retail management with an apparel design and concentration. A lot of my friends go there, and also I already had a housing situation for my junior year figured out. I'm living at home right now. Like, just like the bigger campus, I think Purdue is, like, on-campus students, it's like 10 times as big as Lipscomb, and that's a huge difference. And obviously that means they have a lot more to offer me in a lot of areas, which I really like. But like 1,000 minutes talking about why I left, and I really chose this quickly, but I have enjoyed it so much more. I obviously am going to have more fun once I'm on campus. Q&A time. Favorite thing about Purdue? Everything in comparison to Lipscomb is better. I think 2 people ask this, so I think I'm gonna say 1, I have a lot of old friends there. I just have a lot more like connections because of that, which is nice. I love being on a big campus, even though I'm there like every other week. I love it. I feel like I'm in a movie, and I feel like I'm going to a real college, which is really important to me. Who are you living with? Right now, my parents and my sister. Next semester, I'm living with friends in an apartment close to Purdue. What do I miss the most about Lipscomb? Like I said, everything at Purdue is better. The thing I missed the most is the people. Very specific people, not all the people. My friends and like 2 of my professors were really great. I really do miss my friends. Strongly my friends, but only my friends. How is college going? Started off terrible, as you heard. It's better now. I think it will be the best junior year. I guess that's all my questions. I will say, I guess my main takeaway from all of this is that, I don't know, if you're looking to transfer, or you think you might transfer, or you don't feel confident about the school you've chosen or something like that, if you have the ability to leave, guys, and if you think you need to leave, get out. There's other stuff out there. There's a lot of pressure to stay at the same place, be happy at the same place, succeed at the same place. At least that's how I felt. If you can, do what's best for you. I wish I would have transferred earlier. I wish I would have trusted myself and spoke up for myself more than I did. On that note, thank you guys for watching. I will see you soon-ish. Again, video schedule is really up in the air. Okay, this was a lot. Thank you if you watched to the end. Yeah, okay, bye. I love you guys. See you later.